So the letters y'all wrote, if you want to send them off, mail them off, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. Um, but yeah, if you want, then kind of like hand wave, say you did it in town, say you already did it. I'm cool either way.
I would have already done. Yeah. Or I would have want to. I've already
Okay,
done.
Yeah,
so that'll
same.
be
Same with Luru.
1 gold for you, Dominic.
Okay.
Uh, a silver for you, Elisar,
Okay.
and
Yeah. I was planning on using Animal Messenger for this.
okay, yeah, you can do that.
Um, I don't know if I need a roll to get like a seagull of some sort, or how are the birds doing? How's are they can they fly yet?
Not yet.
Gotcha. But I mean, if there's like a seagull or some sort of like,
Yeah, you have plenty of time in town. You could find a seagull,
yeah.
send it off. Can you link that real quick for me?
I would have to do it the next day or like change it out whenever I
That's
wake up.
fine.
But yeah.
You got downtime. Okay, we'll come back to that if we need to. But to catch everyone up, recently in the Obsidian Crown, you all finally made it to Drakmir, the capital of Destro. You all came here all the way from Crystal Mallow, where you all met for the first time, where your employer was slain and a crown was obtained. You were once detained as suspects, and upon release set sail for Wolf Haven. Along the way, you battled threats at sea and helped the small village of Armdock with a hag who is kidnapping residents and haunting their dreams. You fought bandits on your way to Wolf Haven, and there you met Connor, a man you later learned to most likely be a werewolf. With his guidance, Domik sought out Zuvala, an alchemist, who might help him with his affliction. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to help him, and as guards closed in on his scent, you all fled the city, leaving a dead guard in your wake. That night, Domik was overcome by an anger as he attacked you all with primal fury. That same night, Elisar donned the obsidian crown, and in doing so, you all met Zorgot. You all continued north, east towards Welland, working for Thundelstone Gift, a merchant you met along the way. You saw a parade of soldiers heading back the way you've come from, and saw the sky splinter and fracture as the sky turned like a sickly yellowy green. Upon arriving to Welland, you found it under siege by strange arachnid-like creatures. You saved many townsfolk there and got paid for doing so. Drinks were had, and one poor dwarven woman was very insulted by Modred. You next boarded a merchant ship heading towards Drakmir. Along the way, Elisar saw you all were being spied upon, and LaRue quickly dispelled the would-be onlooker. Alas, you finally arrived in the city, learned about goblins attacking Wolf Haven, the Tournament of Champions, and the Archivist of Arcana looking for the aid of adventurers. You started to sign up for the tournament but needed a group name. Some of you spoke with the father, a man who is supposedly responsible for your release all the way back in Crystal Mallow. With him, you picked up several jobs, the first being to return some stolen goods from a noble he does not wish to anger. Domik later returned with LaRue and got some information he's been looking for. The rest of you did some shopping. And with that, here on the evening, on the 17th of Myrtle, you all reunite at the Haughty Hook Inn late in the evening.
I think. Well, Dominic, I guess, is still looking like after the last talk with father, he looks still like a conscious version of himself whenever he attacked the group. But I think he's like, we need to. Dominic would just say like, we need to discuss the group name tomorrow, and then just hit the hay, I guess, for the night.
All right. Anything anyone need to do this night?
Honestly, probably just head to bed for LSR.
Mildred would like to hit the streets looking for something.
I'm sorry, your mic completely cut out.
Sorry. Mildred would like to hit the streets looking for something briefly.
Okay.
He would like to try to track down a climbing kit.
So you're trying to go shopping?
Yes.
You would note shops would be closed this late at night.
Okay. No night market or anything?
Not that you know of.
Nefarious.
Can I
goods
go ask
vendor.
around?
Okay. Who are you asking?
I like to wander the streets and notice irregularities in pattern. People behaving in strange ways, shifty. Pick up on some thieves' cant if I can.
Okay, that's a lot. What are you looking for in particular?
Some kind of like underground black market or something.
He's gonna look at a homeless guy and go, "Yeah, that's guy. That's my guy."
He could be.
Have you seen John Wick 1?
No, but now I'm spoiled.
To be clear, Bodrid, you're looking for a potentially illegal shopping location
Yes.
for climbing gear.
I mean, right now, just looking for it out of curiosity. If I find it, maybe get some climbing gear.
All right.
And
Give
I'd
me a
like to be subtle about it.
Okay, how are you trying to be subtle?
Not be easily observed, sneak around a bit,
Okay.
hide in where I
If
can.
you're sneaking and hiding, give me a stealth check to start. All right.
Okay, does that pass?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna add a side eye to it. And then use my once a day bonus action feature to restore a side eye.
Pretty sure you already did that today.
Okay.
You feel hidden. Now you're looking for thieves' cant. Give me a perception check, please. And are you staying near the inn?
Just a couple of blocks around it, not too far.
All right. With that, Modred. Wait, this is the wrong town. Look away.
That's Welland.
You don't find any thieves' cant.
Okay. Odin will walk on back to the hotel and plop himself in bed.
All right. Anybody else?
LaRue's gonna
I'm
just
least nodding right now.
cast his good berry and make sure everything's alright before going to sleep, I guess. Or in this trance.
All right. With that, you and Elsa, you're good, right?
Yeah, I also would just head to bed.
All right. With that, you all get a long rest for the night here at the Haughty Hook Inn. You'd find your accommodations are decent, more comfortable than most places you've stayed along the way. But yeah, With that, the morning arrives. And the day is yours. To remind you all, now it'll be 4 days left. You have 4 days to, no, 5 days to kill. Yeah, 5 days to kill until the night you're supposed to do the break-in.
Gotcha.
And that means 6 days to the tournament.
And then the other job was leaving town, right? And
Yeah.
then what was the third job again? I'm just trying to remember everything.
Y'all didn't pick up the third one yet?
Oh,
He
right.
didn't tell you.
Oh, right. And the other job might be too long to leave and then come back, which is why
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
It is definitely too long to leave and come back. I had it here somewhere. Yeah, he wants you to wanted y'all to go and pick up a shipment that went missing around Black Meadow, and that's very far away, about 400 miles away.
Okay,
And
makes sense.
yeah. Can I say, Dominic would maybe wants to, like, first thing in the morning without waking the others. I mean, if they find out and follow him, that's fine, obviously, but I think he's gonna try and, like, sneakily try and go and talk to the father by himself.
All right, just like first thing in the morning.
Yeah, first thing in the morning.
All right.
Honestly, I think Elsa would probably just get breakfast. And he would probably just do that whenever he naturally woke up, because since I feel like we're not on a rush, right? Because we're not going
Yeah.
anywhere. I don't think he would necessarily catch Dominic unless Dominic was not leaving like at first light kind of thing.
I feel like Dominic would be pretty, I mean, like, close to, like, almost, like, as soon as he wakes up, immediately gets up and just, like, starts
Oh, yeah.
walking. But not to that, like, a little bit of an exaggeration, but kind of like that.
All right.
I think Elsa would probably miss him just because he probably would be a bit slower, but then he'd probably just, I guess, order and eat a breakfast. And if people aren't really up and awake yet by that time, he'd probably honestly just would probably, I think, I don't know if like he'd be able to really find a place to do it, but I guess he would just sort of practice. Like, if he couldn't do like actual like jewelering, I guess he would just almost practice like carving symbols, just to practice the artistry side of it.
Okay. Loburu, let's go to you real quick. We'll come back with Elisar and Dominic. So you went to your room that evening. Did you like immediately go to trance? Or did you stay up a little bit?
I guess he stood up a little bit to talk to Squeakers and the trio of birds.
Yeah.
But casting Goodberry before going into his trance, but not that long
Alright.
after.
I'd say you're probably the only one who might have caught Dominic leaving. Dominic, are you sneaking out or just hurrying out?
I'd say sneaking, but definitely more hurrying out.
Okay.
So I don't know what you want me to roll or something for that. I think the idea of he's trying to be more like the stealthiness is just him like getting out extremely quickly, not so much like
Gotcha.
actually like stealthing. That's what I mean.
Okay. Laru, you hear movement in the hallway early in the morning. You don't know who or where they're going, what they're doing. What would you do?
I guess he's like attuning to one of his spells at the moment, the animal messenger. But he also has the good berry, so as soon as he wakes up, he tends to Rokis, Rohan, and Lu, and after feeding them in squeakers, he would go to the rest of the party and try and give them our good berries, you know?
Okay. But would the
Thanks, Laura.
sound in the hallway like draw you out, or?
Not particularly.
All
Unless
right.
it seems suspicious of some sort.
So probably not.
Yeah,
Just checking. Okay, Dominic, you slip away back to the copper kettle. I'm trying to say inn, and it's not the inn. Tavern. There we go. Copper kettle tavern. Alone early in the morning.
I like wave to the homeless guy outside if he's still there, and then walk as I'm like walking inside. And then I'll just do the same thing as I did before, where I just don't even talk to the bartender, just immediately go to the back and start going down the stairs.
He like goes to start you. He's like, "Oh wait," and just kind of
Like, oh,
keeps to himself.
okay.
You wind down that spiral staircase to the chamber below. Still a very lively atmosphere early in the morning. People partying, having a good time. Father does not seem to be in this room.
I guess I I'm just gonna like remember. Is that did he have a special chair? I feel like I remember him like sitting in like a red velvet chair or something.
He did.
Do I see that chair anywhere?
You do. Towards the
Yeah.
like far end of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna sit not in the chair, but I'll either like if there's no chair there, then I'm gonna like grab an empty chair and like, dramatically, loudly drag it across the floor towards it. But if there's a chair there, I'll just sit down. And I'm
Alright.
just sitting there until something happens.
Alright. You sit there a moment and you can feel the eyes are on you.
Yeah.
Not hostile, just curious.
Yeah.
And eventually one of the gentlemen you'd seen kind of come to Father's side a few times kind of walks over. Hey, what you doing?
Get father. I need to talk to him.
Right. Is this emergency?
I'd just like kind of turn and like give him like a kind of dirty look, but I don't respond. And then I just like turn back and like stare at the red velvet chair, not answering him.
All right. Kind of backs up a little slowly. Couple of long minutes pass, and you see him make his way up to the upper floor balcony and go down the hall and gently knock on one of the doors. And you hear voices have an exchange, and he comes back down the balcony, down the stairs to you. Right, the father will be out a little bit.
Just like kind of just like looks at him and then goes back to looking at the chair. Like the only acknowledgement that he like of his statement was that he like turned to like he looked at him with his eyes but didn't like move his body at all, basically.
In the following couple of moments, the people who seem closest to Father have kind of shuffled two or three of them have kind of shuffled not directly behind you,
Mm-hmm.
but you're knowledgeable enough. You're pretty sure they're, if something's to break out, they're there.
Gotcha.
They're keeping an eye on you.
Yeah. He's not changing his like posture, or he's not like secretly gripping a knife at all. He's just still doing the same thing.
And a couple minutes pass, and Father slowly comes down in a bathrobe.
This dude has no clothes.
You came early.
He stops at the bar and gets a drink before he comes and sits over at the table. Well, I wasn't expecting you this early.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, and I'm like gonna like
Yeah, I
like
was
look him
asleep.
up in the. Yeah.
It's kinda
Oh.
early, right? Like, some of us do have to sleep.
Yeah, well, I've never seen anyone here not like drinking. Like it's always packed here. So, anyways,
Well, we like to have a good time.
right. I'm here to talk about our deal with General Mullen.
Right. What about
You
it?
s- you said he was bringing his dogs.
Something like that.
What exactly have you heard?
Well, he's coming to Dracmir.
Yes.
With, entourage, including the dogs of war.
I think when he says that, like Dominic gets like another like rageful look in his eye. He's not moving at all, but like just hearing that is like might take that you could reasonably think that like he might strike right now just from his facial expression.
Gotcha.
He'll like if nothing happens, continue with if you can get me to talk with any of the dogs one-on-one or General Mullen, that works just as well.
Well, that is quite a big task.
It can be one, it can be the entire dogs, it can be just General Mullen. Figure that'd be easier than just a single person. I'm giving you a group, any single one of them if you bring them to me. It still works for our deal.
Right. Well, I don't know them personally, and they're not from around here. But like I said, I'll see what I can do.
Right. Well, that's all. And he'll like slowly get up and say, one last thing. And don't tell them I'm here. Don't tell anyone that you've met me.
Right. It's kind of how things work around here.
You enjoy some sleep. And then he's, again, like, just slowly start walking back towards the. What was it again? The Fox in the Hat? No. Was it the
Haughty
Fox?
Hook.
Haughty Hook, yeah. That's where he's walking back to.
As you leave, you can hear him kind of like stumble over to that bar, puts his goblet down, and starts making his way back up the stairs.
I didn't even get. Yeah.
With that, we'll jump back to Elisar. You were gonna practice your jewelry crafting best you could. Would you want to do that in the room you're staying in?
I guess he would do it in the general dining area unless someone stops him. But he's not like actually like crafting. It's more like he's just, I guess, doing like the carving side, you know. But yeah, he would just sort of work on that sort of publicly because he doesn't. We didn't really talk when we'd meet up again, so I guess he would be trying to just at least be able to be found by the party, you know.
All right.
So he would just be at one of the tables, probably in a corner somewhere, just working away.
All right, and that comes to you, Mordred.
Motor would get up in the streets.
All right.
Just gonna
Knowing
slip
your
out.
party is at the inn, you're leaving the inn.
Um, fair way.
I'm
He'll
just
stop and ask.
checking.
Yeah. I guess he'll stop and ask everyone if they've got a plan for the day.
You'd see Elisar in like the common areas.
Okay. So yeah, I'll swing by and stop to Elisar for a second. You see anyone else?
Not yet. Just been working on this all morning, wondering where everyone sort of was, but I imagine maybe they had some business or wanted alone time, considering everything.
Is
Yeah.
there- Sorry.
I think I'm gonna
Go
run
ahead.
down. Sorry.
Was that
The-
what, LaRue?
I was just asking if Lulu was going to be down there as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were looking for the party. Give them good berries.
Hmm.
Oh,
Say
okay.
you all
Sorry.
conveniently meet downstairs
Okay.
about the same time. A stool comes down the stairs, groggy.
Where's Dominic?
I haven't seen him. He did mention he wanted to talk about names, but haven't seen him since last night.
What kind of names?
For the group name.
Oh,
Yeah, for the tournament.
right.
We still have a few days,
What
but
kind of names?
What kind of name?
Ooh.
You think it's alright? I hope nothing is wrong.
out of character wise, would we know where Domic's room would have been?
Yeah, you would know.
Should we go look for him?
Yeah, we could we can go check on him. I mean, honestly, out of all of us, he's probably the safest one. I'm not too worried, but I guess it's never had to check.
You never know.
Or else I would put away his jeweler stuff and get up off the table and head with the others, I imagine, to go check on Domic or like knock on his door.
All right. Yeah. Your rooms were all generally sort of close together, not necessarily side by side, but same general area. And you get up there and knock on the door. No answer.
Can I jiggle the door to see if it's like locked at all?
Sure.
I mean, imagine you
Dominic,
probably
would you have
okay.
locked your door on the way out? I assume.
No, I probably not.
Oh, okay.
Did they give us a key? I don't know.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
have a room key.
No, I don't think. I think he was just more interested in getting out quickly. So I think it's probably
Okay.
unlocked.
Alright, you go to jiggle the door, LaRue, and yeah, the door squeaks open. Did you leave anything behind, Dominic, or is all your stuff on you?
Nah. Yeah, I mean,
Does this room
he
look
packs a
like a
light,
f-
quote unquote, but his sword's far in advance, so.
Does it look like a
Yeah.
fucking mess in here? Like, does it look like the?
The bed's, a little disheveled,
Okay. Mostly.
but,
yeah.
no smashed furniture unless
Yeah. Okay.
Dominic wanted to smash some.
Thank you.
The table
Beauty and
collapsed
the
because of
Beast
the
shit.
sword. You put it on the table.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your room's empty, but the bed's a little messy.
Dominic. Is Dominic behind me now?
Not yet.
What? He seems to just walk out in town. Do you think he wanted to try and go find that Mullen filler person?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, but I mean, wasn't Father going to just do that? Why would he look while?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, do we really think Dominic is the most patient type?
It's fair. I mean, I don't even know where we'd start. I mean, it's a big city, and he could be anywhere.
I mean,
If I try to use my free mind link per day or psychic whispers per day, can I grab Dominic in it? Is he within range? A mile?
You have to see people.
We'll check that part of it.
let's just go try and find him. Maybe you can talk to Father and see if
Well,
you
yeah, if I
really
do able to
haven't-
see them initially.
What was that, LaRue?
maybe we can talk to Father if we really can't find him. I guess we go walk it on. So I feel bad because LaRue would fucking worry, but I know where Dominic is. So it's like,
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. So LaRue suggests y'all go look for him at Father's.
Or just look around. If we can't find him, just like walking around. Like worst comes to worst, go to Father.
If we ask him for help, we're just gonna get ourselves indebted to another job.
That's why I said that, like a last resort.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Wait,
he's fine.
actually, Mudra, do you want to maybe psychically link with me? Perhaps I should wait back at the tavern, because
Yeah,
I
I'll-
don't really want to. I shouldn't meet Father, and one of us should stay back to talk to Dominic in case he does show back up at the tavern, and it's not just a big misunderstanding.
Maybe,
Yeah, I'll establish my free everyone but Dominic since Dominic's not here.
maybe a stool. You should stay with Elsar just in case, and I
For
can
5 hours.
go with Modred.
Alright.
that
I don't know.
was perfect. That's good.
While you're sitting here making these plans, you hear like some heavy footsteps behind you. And Dominic is coming up the hallway behind you all.
What are you guys doing in my room?
Are you okay? What? Did you get?
Just took a walk.
Oh, nothing to worry about. Then.
You guys going in my
What
shit?
is
And you
is
just,
Dominic
reach-
like nervously sweating when he said, "I was just taking a walk"? You know the fucking what's that game?
I don't know if he's nervously sweating.
Are you trying to read him?
Yeah, like his like. Can I
Okay.
pinpoint
roll
like
to
a
me.
line?
Roll to me insight if you're trying to read Dominic.
Okay. Have to roll deception, I assume.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. I'll just roll it to you as well. I don't think it's gonna.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Zach, when you use it.
What the fuck?
Where's it at? Okay. In good old fashion. That was my inspiration, by the way.
Does that pass?
It,
Oh my God,
it
okay.
does not, Modred.
Okay.
I'm sure it will.
I rolled to the same number for my inspiration. Let's go!
Now does it
Oh.
pass?
Yes. The rest of you, Dominic seems fine. Modred, you could tell he's slightly agitated. Or Dominic, do you feel like that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if he passed, he probably seems like he did go do something, but just like doesn't want to tell. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you could tell he's holding back a little bit. But he's hard to read.
What's that noir game? Where like you
LA Noir.
LA Noir.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah, it's like, were you there the night of the murder? And they go, no! And they like pout like really hard. That's
Rapid blanking.
yeah.
So is Modric doing the same thing?
Yeah, sorry, Modric was thinking for a second. Mildred's gonna psychically whisper to you. Hey, you don't have to tell me everything. Just you're safe, right? Whatever you've chosen to do and not talk about, you're still safe, correct?
Dominic isn't like immediately angry like he used to be, but he does look a little discomforted. And then he just says like, "No, I'm fine. Look, I guess we can talk about it because, I mean, I was gonna talk about the group names for the arena anyways, so it's kind of inevitable."
Were you saying this out loud or?
Yeah, I'm saying this out loud. I'm saying all that out loud.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to talk to Father.
How'd it go?
Fine, and wait a while. I still have not seen him wear clothing. It's weird.
Miru like
I
slightly tilts his head when you say it's like, huh? Wait, what?
I went and asked him that if he couldn't find General Mulm. Hold on, went and asked him if he couldn't find General Mulm, he could find a group of people. Like, there's another group of people I want him to find just as much, if not more. LaRue was there whenever you might have noticed, and he said dogs. And I sort of, well, I almost lost my shit.
Are they people like you?
What do you mean? They're
Like-
warriors.
I mean, are they cursed?
No.
Okay.
They're the reason I am cursed. So that's why I wanted to talk about the group name. If we're not choosing a certain name, I'm gonna answer it by myself. I only care about this arena so that they can announce something like Lying Dogs Lay Dead, Wolf of War, anything to spite them, anything to remind them that I exist.
You want to take a jab at him? I am fine leaving naming rights to you, for that function. Because I get it.
I mean, that's your call. I don't know how. I mean, if that's what you wish to do, I won't stop you.
I'm kind of looking at Elisar for a little, like, as
I
the
think-
LaRue and Mojo talk.
I think for this, you know, if we want to make our group name for this, that's fine with me. Though, I guess I don't want to I don't want to necessarily agree to make this a forever title. But for this tournament, it seems fine.
Yeah.
That's why I was going to give another option. And again, if I'm fine if you want to just do this name just this one time. But if we are thinking of a permanent name, I think Elisar should name it something.
Why is that?
Dominic kind of like closes his eyes and like takes a deep breath, and then again it's like kind of just like looking at Elisar this whole time. It's like, and I mean, you all know the Cataclysm, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The way that dragons brought the world to heel, united one nation of two continents, separated by a vast ocean.
I thought the Cataclysm was just like the event that split the continents.
You know what was before that? Who ruled before that? What was before that?
Not particularly. Still pretty new to all these politics, I guess.
Again, Zach, stop me if I don't know this, but I'm pretty sure I know this information. But it's going to, again, kind of staring at Elisar, an elven king wearing that crown as he points to Elisar, with a dragon ruled over both countries. The crown that clearly is magical in some way, but is still Elisar in control.
Is there anyone in this hallway when Dominic points?
I'm not saying any of this if there's no one here. All right, we're in like a room. We were
Yeah,
outside my
yeah.
room, so
Yeah, I assume Josh stepped into his
Okay,
room.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just making sure.
Also,
Sure.
doesn't see any magic eyeballs watching us, right?
You
No
do not.
invisible eyeball. Okay.
Just making sure, yeah. Uh, am I wrong? But tell me if I'm wrong. But or I guess just tell me why would you want to like emanate a similar liege as a previous king before the cataclysm?
General Malm and the Dogs of War are some of the highest assets to Ovest, the nation across this ocean. With or without you guys, I'm going to kill the Dogs of War, one way or the other. And
Oh, no,
if
you-
I have a right hunch about it, I'm going to kill General Malm eventually too.
I mean, if you're in it, I'm with you.
Is this why you wanted to meet him?
Yes.
You want to
but
kill him
let
while
me-
he's here?
I was going to try and confirm if he had involvement. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm as close as I can be. But this is why I was saying there's another option. I was an Ovest soldier for as long as I can remember. I'm thinking the crown that unites you, Ovestro, could create Ovestro again.
Wait,
This-
like the United Continents?
I can't think of anyone else. A man and dragon made one with the crown of Ovestro. I mean, I'm not a big magic person, but this seems like fate.
Could I roll, or could I look back at my memory, see if I'm familiar with what he's talking about right now?
You are familiar with what he's talking about?
Yeah, I think I am. Like,
I'm
I think
telling
I-
you, you are.
okay, I am. Okay. Just to make sure I was on the same page. Thank you.
We are only a group of 5, and which you speak of. I mean, you kind of looked at everyone like, see what even they even think. I know you can't really speak for Estul though.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what he'd say.
Why does it matter for Elisar to become a king? I mean, unless that's what you wish, Elisar.
I mean, if anyone was offered it, who would say no? But to plunge the 2 continents into war, and let alone, it's only the 5 of us right now.
I can't speak to the inner workings of Destro. But all I care about, well, I'm saying this under a guise, I suppose, but I want my own justice, and I want to take down the crown of Ovest. They failed me. I gave them everything, and they just failed me.
I don't really know much about Ovest. What is life like there? I know you've given us insights that it's a very martial society. Magic is frowned upon or shunned. Is it a harsh existence? Is it brutal?
I grew up in a orphanage for the first few years of my life, but I was luckily adopted. I probably wouldn't have survived another winter. And as soon as I became of age, I got conscripted into the military. The title Dogs of War are all for people that are poor and just forced into the military. We have no titles, we have no honor.
And so every able-bodied male, and is it women as well, or just conscripted?
I'm not sure it's females as well, but I can say that any low income or farming boys that seem strong enough, they conscript them immediately.
You know, young men are conscripted. Women are encouraged, but not like mandatory.
Okay, I'd say that then.
Such a... Are they like preparing for war, or is it just generally just to have everyone in their nation trained and ready for any moment's notice?
I mean, it's both. That's why I was shocked whenever I heard General Malm he's here. As far as I can tell, both countries have been looking for an excuse to go back to war. And as soon as they know of your existence, Elisar, they're going to force you into that war, no matter what.
Maybe not.
So I say screw it.
If
We make something.
What if? I mean, Elsar, do you want war? I mean, I would imagine you don't. And if we finally figure a way to get this crown off your head, that won't be an issue.
Well, the thing is whether it's on my head or off it, the crown is still an item that they're going to want. And we also don't know what happens if we destroy it anyway.
Couldn't hurt to try.
This argument is moot. By the
It
time you
could
even
hurt.
get the crown off your head, and the time it would take to find someone or something that could destroy it, government's definitely going to find out one way or the other.
And by the time they
Well,
find out,
Father
it'll be
already
already
knows.
gone.
Zorgot did
No,
give me, unless he was lying, that he did not willingly want to be put into the crown. I think it might be a prison. If you couldn't destroy a powerful dragon, you would imprison it instead. And if we destroy it, and he'll kind of be looking at LaRue, we might be re-unleashing him onto the world.
Well, if there was a way to destroy, I mean, the crown and the souls that reside in it, including Zorgot.
Maybe. But are you sure that the empires are looking for an excuse for war? We might not have the time
Oh.
to do all this research if the continents are going to clash.
How can you be so sure they're going to clash, at least?
Yeah, Elsar would look to Domik with that, because Elsar has no idea.
Yeah. Domix. All of my unit, I was obviously with the Dogs of War. And as far as I can tell, the reason why I became this, the seat before you, this monstrosity, this horror, is so they could get a promotion. And I'm sure General Mom was happy to give it to him. This is just going to keep happening. Nothing's going to change with them. They use and use and use.
So will you kill them all?
I said I'd kill the dogs of war. And General Mom, maybe.
You think that would change?
Maybe I just don't want anyone to go through what I went through.
That's fair. Yeah, I won't stop you on whatever you wish to do. It's not my business. I don't know if that's the kind of life I'd want to live, but I understand.
This is
if
the
you-
only life I've lived.
Sure.
Since I've left Ovis, I don't have a purpose. The military was my purpose. I thought I was doing good. For the good of Ovest. It's been miserable without a soldier with no purpose. It's like I'm already dead. That's why, if we're willing, Dominic will kind of put his, he's still standing up, but take off his greatsword and blade to the floor. I'd be more than willing to give you my blade. Oh, sorry. I'm too violent. I'm too violent. LaRue is too idealistic. I think you're the perfect match, as well as the birthright for it, and the resistance to the crown. I just can't see this playing out any other way.
Well, there's something you should all know about me. And it's part of why I'm so apprehensive about being involved in crimes generally. I told you all I'm from Blue Wyvern, right?
think so.
Small island.
Elsar would nod and say it's small, but it's also independent from Destro or Ovest. It keeps to itself. Very isolationist, but it's also fractured into 3 petty kingdoms on the little island. I'm a descendant from one of them, and me coming here, I didn't want to get involved in all this because it would bring war back home. So if anyone, I guess I fear that me possessing this crown will bring this war to them, even if I'm not there. I guess I don't want my identity to get out to the government of either continent. At least until we figure out something to do. I only came out here to learn crafting, but I guess this adventure's taken a crazy turn.
Elisar, I don't mean to panic you. Seriously, I don't. Even if you... I'm not trying to convince you to do this, but if they do find out who you are, where you're from, they will not hold back. They will have no reserves about coming to your town and using your family against you to get what they want. It's the right of conquest. They'll do whatever they want to get. And they're going to force you into that game. And yeah, I guess, LaRue, if we somehow got removed the crown somehow and also found a way somehow to destroy it, it's possible. But I think the more likely scenario is you're going to be thrown into this game of conquests. So you won't have a say no matter what. You won't have to conquer anything, obviously, but you'll always have to protect your family and watch over your shoulder.
And
These people are
as far
ruthless.
as far as Elisar knows, Zach, like, would he feel like this is accurate from like what he's learned, like living at his, before he left, like would he reasonably think that they would go this far? Like if war broke out?
Like to ransom his family.
Yeah.
You know both sides have come to your island seeking an ally. So they're both Oves and Destro are doing what they can to secure victory if a war broke out. But I'd say you're not personally familiar enough to like know for sure
But
if Oves would do that. But it's definitely
Yeah.
possible.
I guess it'd be uneasy for him too, because it's not even like it's a unified island.
Yeah.
So it could be like one of the three could like side with one or the other. Be like a mini Alderaan.
I'm not even sure if like like Colin speaking that like this is all just like what Dominic firmly believes. Obviously, like
Yeah.
he's definitely maybe exaggerating a little bit, but like he truly believes everything he's saying.
Well, do we know if Mong's here? Is it war coming? Because wouldn't they not want to put themselves at risk if both sides know it's coming? Maybe they're wanting peace of some kind.
I can't completely guess to why he's here. Again, I was shocked whenever he found out. If I had to guess, knowing General Mulm, he's likely trying to find a way to become the king of Ovest, and maybe getting some allies from Destro could help them, and Destro in return would have some connections with Ovest. But I don't think that would stop. It would stop there for Mulm, even if he did become the king.
Not a thought
Okay.
it crosses your mind that he might be trying to resort to a more permanent peace? You don't think that would ever be possible?
I'll ask you, Zach. Zach, does that at all seem like from the Mulm I know?
You know he rose to his position in Ovest. Like power and like strength in battle is a big part of it.
Yeah,
But he
okay,
had to
yeah.
be
That's what.
somewhat tactful, somewhat political to get there.
Yeah.
So if he
Okay.
presented himself as only warmonging, or warmonger,
Okay.
it would be
No,
less
that's how
likely.
that's how I viewed him. Yeah, I viewed him like he had to be. I think it's like prerequisites to like be a general, but also that you have to be like tactical mind. You have to manipulate things, kind of as well. That's how yeah. Okay, so yeah, I mean Dominic would say that like essentially like no, there's you don't understand the culture of Ovest. To be a general, I mean to be anyone of noteworthy, you have to be strong. But I can't. He's the only reason he could possibly be coming here is because he's a politician as well. He's seeking something from here. He wants something from these people so he can get even more power.
So he's tactically gifted, but he's also pretty good with intrigue as well, from what it sounds like.
I'll say it like this: to be anyone noteworthy, you need have to be powerful. But to be a general or even higher, to be the number one, you need to have the power and the mind to manipulate others. You need to be able to use others and know how they're going to react. And I know firsthand on how he can use others. You're looking at what happens when he uses others.
When you meet Meng, or I guess, assuming Father doesn't screw us, you will meet Meng, right?
Muln, by the way.
Muln.
Yes, or any one of the dogs of war.
Okay, well, we should figure out if, I guess, what their plans would be, or the political situation, because if a war is coming, and I guess, and you think there's a good chance it would be directed at my home, I guess I have to warn them.
I mean, yeah, I just
But at the same
It-
time, they wouldn't have a reason to do anything unless they found out about me. I guess this makes Father a bit scarier as well if he, 'cause he probably knows.
yes.
You think he's talked to anyone?
I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't think. I don't know. Look, I guess I'll look at Modred and Larue. Like, I don't think anyone here can say we fully trust them.
No. I think he's currently. I don't think he has ill intent, but I can't say I trust him.
He's bailed us out of a very odd situation. So
Yes,
He
and I am
has a-
thankful for that.
purpose for us
Sorry.
for sure.
Yeah, but
just
I
don't know
think
what.
we are only valuable to him as long as we are useful.
Audrey, let
I-
Laru finish, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I'd let him.
That's all.
I think we're only good to him till the job is done. Then we are a liability, for lack of a better word, because we intend to keep traveling, keep doing things.
I would agree with that assessment.
I just don't know what he's after.
Perhaps we do this job and we ask to do the third job while we do the second one, or before we do the second one from him, and then he'll believe that we still have some use for the third, and we'll use that time to skip town or figure out where we want to go.
I don't think we want to deceive him. I think it's going to be a case of we have to cut and run. Like, get this first job done, get through the tournament, and be out of town.
And don't even bother with the second, just leave once
Nope,
we're
I
done with the
think we
tournament.
just have to make tracks.
I mean,
If we're concerned about your safety and our safety, I think that is the best result. Is we are going to have to run.
he'll still
I'm
find
gonna-
us. He knew where we were before we came back to, or as soon as we got off the ship. Or came
Screwing
close
off
to
the guy as well that
Sorry.
just screwing off the guy that very likely knows about the crown is probably a bad idea.
No. We're gonna
If
do.
we're
We're not gonna shortchange him. We're not gonna trick him. We're gonna do the job, and then we're gonna run. We keep our nose clean. Done what we've,
Modred,
we've
you've
fulfilled.
agreed to 3 jobs.
Oh, we've agreed to 3. Okay, I thought we agreed to 1. My bad.
Correct me if I'm wrong as well, Zach. That the idea is that we're gonna we have to go and tell him everything that happened after we finish it, right? Or
Pretty
that's
much,
what I
you
was
have
thinking.
to somehow let him know that it is completed.
If we're trying to, if you all want to avoid forcing ourselves into this game of wars, then I don't think we should. I think we should do everything to the letter.
That is reasonable as well. I see where you're coming.
If not, I will gladly obey any order if LSR wanted to start this.
Well, I think the first thing we should do is you should meet with Muln, or we just continue on as we were and you meet with him, because I guess I don't want to act out of paranoia and assumptions and then nothing is necessarily happening. I guess we should just figure out what is going on first before we act on uncertainties, is what I'm thinking.
No, I agree. That's why I also said I was willing to. I told Father that I was willing to talk to any of the dogs of war because they also would know.
Mudra LaRue, what do you guys think?
I definitely think we should just keep Father on our good sides while he's, even if he is playing us and we don't realize it.
Yeah.
We've already seemed to be in a bit of pickle ourselves. So, having a friend like Father could help us in the long run. And if he's not tied to the people who killed Eowyn, then that's all the better for us.
Yeah, if he does work with underground criminal activity, a war would definitely disrupt that, I imagine. Or maybe the chaos would make it better. You kind of look to Modred to see if he'd have insights. Basically, Elsar's just trying to like work his way to see if like Father would have anything to benefit from a war.
People of his nature will find a way to profit if we get into a war.
Probably not the greatest, though.
Yeah, just something.
Okay, forgetting all about. Oh, go ahead.
No, it was just something to keep in mind. It's
Just forgetting all about Father, though. That's why I was saying, to bring it back, that's why I was saying I'm either going to pick the group name, I'm either going to go it alone into the arena, or if Elisar agrees to start a new regime here, I'd let him pick whatever.
I mean, do you necessarily have to have a name for the tournament to get their attention? It seems you could honestly just speak out in front of everyone in the arena for the injustice they did to you.
I don't think the screaming masses are going to be able to hear me. There's going to be a lot of people. I can't. I'm large and I'm loud, but I'm not that loud.
Is there a megaphone spell?
I'm not using a spell. I'm not going to do that.
I know. Just like,
That's why we could at least, if we don't, if again, if you don't want to choose that name or a name I pick, other than going it by myself, the only other one I'd like is the name of the new regime that Elisar is going to start. The holder of the crown.
Also, it looks like a lot has just been dropped on him suddenly.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Maybe we
I
think
that,
on this a little bit.
Yeah, a regime is not. I mean, it's the least of our worries right now. I mean, we got a lot of other things we have to deal with first. I feel like, and even though you might think that Elisar having the crown is like a way for him to be a king, it's also a way to harm his people.
They're going to harm his people as soon as they find out he exists and has the crown.
I mean,
by entering the arena, he's putting himself in the line of sight, probably. Almost guaranteed, I think.
Would you all be willing to potentially head back to my home with me if, depending on what happens here in the next week or so?
Of course. No question about it.
I'm not saying we have to talk about this right now. Obviously, we think on this some more, but I'm going to want to know what everyone's thinking maybe for the arena.
Yeah, my first and foremost thoughts is I'm worried about how much other people know about me. Maybe 'cause I don't even know if Father knows who I am.
I mean, I'm pretty
Like he could
sure
know I
he's
have the
seen.
crown, but like he might not know like where I come from. To him, I might just be
Didn't Father
a random
say
tiefling.
Alisar's name when we were first, I forget.
I don't think so, but he
Maybe
might
not.
have. I know he
Um,
looked for LaRue by name.
yeah, I know that. I was gonna ask though, how rare are tieflings? I know, like quite a few dragonborns in Oves, but have I seen many tieflings?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Didn't you
like
meet
the
one?
common races are still common. They're just,
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
LSR is more draconic than most of them. Most of them,
Okay.
they just
Yeah.
have like colored skin, maybe a tail, maybe horns, but
And
LSR
I
is
mean,
definitely
most
more
tieflings can't
draconic than
fly though,
most.
right?
Right, most cannot.
Yeah. So I'd say I mean, I think I haven't seen any tiefling like you before.
Well, we need to find out what Muln knows, or I guess what we can, even if what the government knows. Because if they know about me, I definitely need to warn my family.
Uh, I mean, is your... You don't have to say it out loud, but maybe along the way we can also stop by, my, tribe and see if they can try and remove the crown from you. Along the way, of course. We wouldn't stop for very long. Uh, but if it would help you in some way of trying to remove the crown, I mean, that's
So we can
best I got.
I,
take a stop by, and I know you probably, I don't know if you are worried about them as well, but we could also just stop by to check on them.
I was
I'm
worried
gonna
whenever...
reserve what I say until I know Alisar's answer, but yeah.
Well,
Dominic, they might be able to help you
whatever
too.
whatever my personal ambitions are, first of all, I need to make sure my family's safe and my
Of
people are safe
course.
first.
Mhm.
To Also to that, LaRue, I highly doubt that. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I even knew what lycanthropy was before I came to Destro. I don't know
I
how your
mean,
people would help me when you didn't.
I've learned from the best, I guess. I just haven't been there in a while. I'm sure they knew more about it than I did.
Well, I mean, if you learn from the best, you see what I'm saying here?
Maybe I mean, I, I feel like maybe they would know, even though they never told me about it.
If the group decides, that's fine by me. But I have no interest for that reason, at least.
That's for both, for Alisar and you.
Elsar wants to, that's fine by me. But I see no purpose in going there for me.
We
If
don't have to
Elsar
go there at
thinks it could
all.
help,
It's
it's fine.
just along the way. I just
No,
thought maybe it would
yeah.
help.
Well, the thing is um, if we do head back to my place, going by boat is probably the fastest way
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
because it's an island and
Why don't we
yeah.
just maybe do something for the days? We can split
Yeah.
up in twos or just go all alone. I know I just kind of said a bunch of things that you're going to think about all day, probably for the rest of the week. So,
I have a lot to mull over, but uh, I trust you guys, and I guess I'm glad it's you guys I'm with through this.
As am I.
yeah, Dominic nods.
no one else I'd want to be going through this with. And so your guys' I could ask is, got the town. I didn't think we'd be discussing setting one of our own up as a ruler of nations.
Yeah.
It's mainly me. But
Yeah, but
yes.
I did not expect that conversation to just come up in general. It's just interesting. Like, be clear, Modred's not picking on you, just observing.
Yeah, no.
He's picking on you. He's picking on you.
I'm a soldier. It's been I haven't had a purpose like this for a while, but this time I'm choosing my purpose. That's the idea, at least. I get the choice this time. Alright, anyways, enough boasting and posturing. I'm gonna go look around, maybe go to the town crier, see if he's saying anything new, or maybe check out the smith, or go shopping in general.
I mean, if
Anyone who wants to come can come along, I guess. Or if we have something else we need to do.
who is that that bathhouse, right?
Listen, I want to try to get my hands on a climbing kit for the job up ahead.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just going to be useful.
I mean, we can go do that.
Sure.
I just figured you all wanted to think of and talk about this alone. That's why I was willing to go and do something by myself.
I'd prefer us all be relatively close, at least. I know,
Well, I suggested two, maybe we split 2-2, but I
sure.
don't know, again, I just think whoever, obviously when I leave, you guys probably want to talk to us without me being there.
I'm fine talking to you whenever. We have time. Did you want to go alone, or you want someone to accompany you?
I'm just saying that so you can talk this through and think this through your head, so you can come to an idea of what you think about everything I've said, or like a decision eventually. That's the idea.
Okay.
If you want to tag along, anyone's obviously welcome to come. I just figured you'd want to think on this with someone who isn't clearly chosen his side already, and like kind of glances toward Elisar.
Honestly, I probably am just gonna. Well, actually, Zach, would Elsar be allowed to work on his crafting in here? Like, did they give
Yeah.
any rules where like someone's gonna barge in on
Yes.
him if he like starts smelting in his room?
If you don't start a fire, you're probably good.
Okay.
Is there any banging involved? It's like you just hear like a fucking smithy in a room.
I imagine there would be like at times, but wouldn't be like most of it. Like I'd imagine it'd be more like playing with hot metals. You know what I mean? Like you're not like tempering a sword or anything.
Yeah, I think it's a little more delicate too than weapon crafting.
Yeah,
Or
I imagine
like
it's similar to like glass making. You know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
closer to that than normal smithing.
I guess it depends on the gem, right?
Well, I think it's more like on the material,
Yeah.
like the kind of metal. So like I think a softer metal like gold would probably be like
Pretty malleable.
a lot quieter, but like I guess something like hard, like an adamantine thing would be a lot more work with shaping it.
Yeah, I think Dom is just gonna like, unless we didn't have anything to do today, so Domic's leaving, just like gonna walk off.
Yeah, also, I would look to everyone and says, I'm just gonna think a bit in my room and I guess do my main hobby while I think. I guess any of you guys are welcome to visit or just stay in my room with me if you want, but I'll be there.
Is Dominic gone? Like, did you just...
Yeah, Domic. I mean, he's not like running. He's like just
No,
walking
I'm out of
casually. He
earshot,
said he was gonna.
mean.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I guess.
I'll say
Sure.
a stool goes with Dominic. I feel like he would.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, Modred roll solo for a bit.
Alright.
This ordered.
Yeah, I just heard LaRue was staying in the room. Sorry, I wasn't trying to. Did I mishear?
If you want to go solo, that's fine.
No. Like out of character. Did I mishear what was going on? Okay.
No, I didn't say anything. I was
Elisar stayed.
Yeah,
That
you
was
Elisar was staying. Okay, I thought LaRue was staying with my bad.
No, you're
Hey,
good.
LaRue, I'm heading down to the general store. You want to come with me?
If I'm sure, if you'd like me to.
Your choice. Let's roll.
I'm
Yeah.
still connected mentally, right? So I can let them
Yes.
know if
Yeah.
anything happens.
within a mile, though.
Yeah.
In a while. And Lodred's gonna go for style points. He's gonna try to like do that, like really cheesy like butt slide down a stair banister.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Uh-oh. Oh shit.
You do so gracefully.
Imagine if you not won there.
I would graciously accept it because that is me being a goofball.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Dominic's okay before we leave?
Yeah. No, he's just got a lot on his mind.
Yeah, it sounds like the person who ruined his life is in town, and this is his way of getting back at the people who really screwed him over. But also, this is also his way of breaking free from his past, I think.
I get that. And I get wanting to stand up for something that you dislike, especially, if you've lived that out your entire life. I just meant like, I don't know, I just hope Dominic's okay.
I think he will.
I
Maybe
think
not
he
okay
is.
right now. Just needs to think, process.
I think this is just a time of trying to find new purpose. And maybe that is for all of us to think about. We have been reacting a lot, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but we've been pretty reactionary to the events of the world going around us.
It's been pretty hard to do something, the crown and everything.
Yeah, Elzar would nod in agreement.
Can't exactly go out to every festival, But alright. Let us know if you need anything else, sir.
Yeah, just
I won't go out of reach.
is there? Yeah, if you guys stay within range, I'll be sure to let you guys know.
Oh, where's the Huddy Hook?
Speaking of that,
See?
yeah,
Okay.
J and K are the general goods stores.
Oh my,
my
god.
So you would be out of range.
Where's K? Oh my.
for sale.
If you guys want, if you guys are going to go to the general store, I could just come with you guys.
I mean, if you want to, I can also I just don't want to leave you alone in case something bad happens and we don't have a way to contact you. Same with you, Motard. I can just stay in the middle, maybe? Does that work? I don't know if that works or not.
No, Modi would have to be in the middle.
Oh yeah,
well,
that's
I
right.
could.
Yeah.
I'm very good at escaping. I can do a bit of what you can do with the teleporting. I can even do it in
Can
a
you
way where
move
it
with
can't
the
be
wind?
blocked. You'll not. I'll show you, but I guess I don't want to use up my energy before I need to.
Sure.
And there's a window in like my room, right? Like also
Yep.
there's a window.
Yep.
I think I'd be able to get away.
Moj, if you want, I can try and I know you gave me some money before. I have a little bit. I can repay you by getting you that gear that you want. That way we can be in range of everyone.
Honestly, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure. Grappling tools, you said?
Climbing kit.
Climbing kit. Okay. Sure. I guess we'll head out.
All right. Dominic, where are you headed?
I think honestly, Domic's just like kind of walking around. Probably, I mean, probably legitimate. As I said, probably going to the town crier and maybe to the smith again just to see stuff. Maybe if like maybe stop by the arena as well, just to look at it.
All
Be
right.
like a little surrounding. But mainly just honestly just walking around,
Try and peek at the
Okay.
other contestants.
looking
no.
looking for any signs of the dog's war, General Mom.
No news from the town criers today. Like this, there is news, but it's the same stuff you already heard. War in in Wolfhaven, and
Was it
Alchemist. No, that wasn't it.
was the goblins or something?
Archivists winning adventurers and the tournament. Those are the only three things they're really talking about. Make your way to the blacksmith shop eventually. Pretty much have any kind of basic weapon you want.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
mean,
can order a +1. It'll take a couple days.
a +1.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it
Oh,
costs
I don't even know. That.
300.
Yeah, I don't know that many.
I still did it
Right.
last session.
Yeah. Just no, yeah, I don't know. Just probably just walking around, honestly. That's fine. He just wanted to peek inside. Probably the Smith store smells nice to him. That's probably why he goes inside, honestly.
All right.
But other than that, he's just walking around. I think a while.
Gotcha.
Some light
and I-
exercise.
did I get this right? Elisar's at the inn, Modred's going halfway, and LaRue's going to the shop.
Yes.
Before I
Yep.
Okay, well, looking at my pockets, I am 3 gold short. But do you know how much it costs, Modred? This is all I've got.
Not top,
And I would pull out 22
not top of
gold.
my hand, but just in case you need some more, just gonna hand you 16 gold to cover any other expenses.
Okay.
Okay, I have to ask, why 16?
Because it gives me an even 300
Why
gold
not
pieces.
15? Okay.
Why not 15?
It's like
Because it's a
16
base
feels
2
really...
number.
16 feels like a weird number. It's not an
Yeah.
interval of 5.
So it just makes
Okay.
my sheet look cleaner.
You know, it
For the
bothers me.
moment.
Alright. With that, Laura, you're able to go to the general goods shop. Which one are you going to? You have bits and bobs and all you need.
Whatever's closest, I guess.
Okay, bits
Or-
and bob is
yeah.
closer. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to RP it or do you want to fast forward?
I am sorry, Zach. I am going to do this.
Do it, do it, do it. You haven't used it.
Do what? What the hell does that mean?
Larue's gonna like.
So you walk into
Yeah,
bits and bobs.
Wait, before I walk in, Larue's
Bits and
gonna
bobs.
like ritual cast speak with animals to talk to Squeakers and the 3 musketeers.
Alright.
Along the way, of course. Alright, if I can do that.
Yep.
Right before he gets there, he's gonna open up his bag. Alright. I have an idea. I feel like I can maybe get away with some more, with paying less than I actually need to, okay? I just need your help again, okay, Squeakers? And you 3.
Hi.
Alright. I need you all to start crying. Like I haven't gave you food for days.
You're good at that.
Squeakers points at the birds he's been trapped with.
Are they just like chirping and crying?
They kind of nod.
Yeah, we can do
Yeah, we
that.
can cry. It's like
Yeah.
a siren. Okay, good. We're just gonna like.
Wait, do you want us to cry like birds or like people?
How you normally cry?
Okay.
Okay. And then we're just gonna kind of like, softly open the door to like make it, but like look like just discern on his face, so like the birds are in his backpack, like, ding 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 ding. Hi, and the birds are just going. I really
Welcome.
I found these birds. They fell out of their nest, and I've been trying not to hold them, so their mother would take them back. But it's really hard to get back up to the tree. I found them, and do you have some sort of like climbing kit so I can get back up to the tree and put them up? I really want to like hurry up and put them up there before like the scent gets on them, or my scent gets on them.
Yeah, behind the counter is like this middle-aged man, just kind of ordinary. Nothing really stands out about him. His black hair is just starting to gray a little bit, and he's kind of nodding as you talk. Yeah, I think we got something that can help with that.
Yeah.
We got climbers kits.
How much would that be?
That'd be 25 gold.
The room's gonna like kind of whisper to them. It's like, cry a little louder. And he's like gonna rummage through his like pocket, and then he's gonna like pull out 22 gold. He's like, will this do?
You're doing all that for 3 gold less?
Yeah.
I was expecting more.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is your
make it
favorite
10.
animals going? You can just hear the birds going.
Mob. Mob.
Good job. Keep going.
They really crank it up loud. It's like 20.
It's all I
Yeah,
have.
That's all you. Yeah, I guess that's all you've got. Just get out of here. You're kind of
Yeah, sorry.
disturbing my peace.
I'm so sorry. Thank you. I won't forget it. You know, just grab the climber's gear and go.
I probably will.
Why only 3 gold? You could have gone more.
Okay, I expected I would have to make a persuasion for that. So.
Well, probably not for 3 gold
Yeah,
less.
that's kind of my
Maybe.
reasoning. I was like, 3 gold.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. Rue is just gonna. He only cares about the not spending out Modred's gold. So. So 22.
Alright.
I just feel like you got played in that. Not him, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I took 3 gold from that guy.
Dang.
Yeah.
That guy's
Slurs in his
screwed.
evil arc.
Yeah, I'm on my evil arc.
Alright. Climbing kit obtained.
Just gonna head back to Motrin.
Alright. Who's not here?
Oh fuck. Well shit.
Oh, right.
I gotta pee.
He's on his way. Okay. Yeah, we'll
So-
give
He's
him
on
a
his
break.
way.
Sick. Alright. Perfect. Pee time.
Hey, Artie, buddy.
What's up,
Hey, buddy.
yo?
Are you ready to become an emperor?
No.
No.
Yeah, Dominic
No.
just said, will you burn the world with me?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Oh,
Thing
yeah.
is, right? I feel like he's like,
Long
oh
way.
yeah, you could be emperor without needing to start like a global war. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna do
I mean,
that?
hey,
And you have to throw the entire world into chaos.
that was kind of making a point, all right? At least to some degree, that, like, you know, it doesn't matter whether you want to do this or not. They're gonna, like, basically force you into this. And that they're just gonna, like, kill you and then, like, do the same thing, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
It's
I
not
also
right,
gets that.
maybe, but
No, I mean, I also get. I guess the main thing is right now is like, that's why part of why he's wanting to wait till you talk to Moln and stuff, because like, I guess he doesn't want to like
just go on pure assumptions for this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if he's going to do like
Well, okay, well, yeah, I didn't understand
potentially
that. Can I
something
ask-
radical, he wants to like make sure like things are already set in motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what do you mean by you want to ask Mulm? Like Mulm like is trying to become king in Ovest, or like
No, like
that?
if anyone knows about like him
I'm back.
having the crown, like that could tie back to Blue Wyvern and like his family there. You know what I mean?
I mean, okay, I get that, but that means like we have to like tell him the crown exists and that you have the crown. Like, how else do I bring that up? You know?
Oh no, I get that. I know I get that, but that's part of the thing is also is like if no one knows he has the crown yet, like his identity has it, then it's like by doing this would be like giving himself away. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
So it's like
I know, true. Yeah, and I don't think Mulm knows. I don't think
yeah,
Dominic was alluding to that at all. If
and he's also just trying to be like. He's also asking like if Father told anyone too. Like I don't know if Dominic could find out anything like that when talking to Mulm, but like he doesn't know. Like I guess if Father's like told anyone else, because Father clearly knows, but we don't know if he's been tight-lipped or not.
well, yeah, I think he has. Well, I think he is because he doesn't even want to talk to us about it. And we're pretty sure he knows that you have the crown.
It's true.
Seems like something you'd bring up eventually. Yeah, I don't think Mulm knows, but I mean, like, the point was that
Yeah,
like
he knows.
eventually it's gonna happen. Like they're gonna find out. It's like very likely. That's his argument, at least.
All we gotta do is get the crown off, and then they'll never know.
Just gotta. Okay, true, but I'm just saying, gotta remove this legendary magic item somehow, and then destroy this legendary magic item somehow.
Destroying it.
I feel like that's gonna take a lot of
big-
time.
I mean, even the thing right destroying.
I think
might
they're
not be a good
both
idea.
equally hard.
I
I think
think
they're both equally.
I think
fucking
taking off the crown is gonna be much easier than destroying it.
Why? Okay, I can understand easier, sure, but I don't see by much. Why much easier?
I mean, destroying a powerful magic item seems like you can remove most
Okay.
curses by being like a certain level of spell caster, right? But for destroying a magical
Yes.
item, there's like a specific prerequisite you have to do in order to even destroy it most of the time. So
Most of the time, yeah, sure. I don't think that any of those apply though to this current scenario.
we don't know.
You're right, we don't know, but I would not. I would be incredibly shocked if that was the case.
I mean, Luru, it would be too,
Come to
but
Back Fest.
Michael, me, I like my whole plan with Luru is just like, hey, throw it in a volcano. Surely it won't survive that. Me, I'm like, yeah, it might. Yeah, I can see it surviving. Like,
Well,
get
no,
into
yeah,
it.
that's why I'm not even arguing. Like, at least that, yeah, we have a plan maybe to destroy it, but like everything else is like, oh, you just cut off his head to get rid of the crown, to get the crown off. Or, like, just kill him and then take it off.
I mean,
and then-
we've only heard that from like a vendor, you know.
I heard that from 2 people. I remember 2 people saying that.
I think we heard
Yeah, a vendor though of a magical shop as well.
it was a healer and some vendor.
Yeah.
It was at Heals and Fuels, I think, where we heard about like one of them, and
So
then
2 people that know a lot about magic.
yeah, but I know a lot about magic, probably more. Lou probably knows more.
You don't know lycanthropy.
Probably more.
I don't.
know.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you out on this one. You don't know lycanthropy, and you're a druid. How am I supposed to like?
I'm trying to make it to where you discover it because it's a important part of your character. I'm trying to make it to where like he's trying to
Okay,
figure it
but
out.
I'm just
and trying to,
saying.
like-
Whenever I think of like magic and animals, werewolf's like the first thing. I figured that'd be like the first page in the
curse.
textbook of a druid.
Actually, it's page 149 of the Dungeon Master.
So you do know the book.
I mean, I have the book, yeah. I know about it, yeah, for sure.
No, you get my point though.
Yeah,
That's why
no, I
that's why
understand.
Dominic as well is not like I don't give a shit about going to your town. They're not gonna be able to fucking cure me.
Honestly, I don't know if they'll be able to either. But like LaRue thinks it.
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
just
yeah. No,
along the way, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going by
I
foot,
guess, but like, Yeah, if we're walking to the Blue Wyvern, but it's like that's an island. How are we gonna? I mean, I'm
get
down
a
to go. I don't care.
carriage.
But there's like,
We get a carriage.
if we're going to Blue Wyvern, it makes no sense to go. Like, it's not on the way. It literally is not on the way. We're by a dock. We can just take a boat.
We get a carriage. I don't know. We still need to
Okay.
figure out. I feel like getting the crown off of LSR would be much easier than fucking whatchamacallit, like destroying the object, and taking off the object saves so much hassle, you know, because like right now it's like emitting goop. It's like fucking with his brain and mind probably. I don't know. There's a lot more problems with the crown on him than without it even being on him.
Okay, from what we can tell, how long has he had the crown on him, Zach? Like a week or two?
Almost a month, I
Mhm.
think.
Almost a month.
Hold on, I got it on the calendar.
Either
Uh,
way, it's been a decent amount of time. A little bit of time.
Yeah, so he put it on Green Grass Day. Well, no, the first of Myrtle, and it's the 17th. You're right, almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks.
17
so-
days.
Really, the only thing it's been doing is like weird darkness coming out of his eyes and shit. He's talking the same. He's acting the same.
From what we know.
Sure, from what we know, but I have nothing to believe otherwise.
I have
There's no.
I don't know. I still think there's like a good chance that maybe nothing happened, but again, LaRue doesn't think that. Like LaRue's gonna.
Okay.
He's
I
like,
think it's evil. Holland thinks it's evil. Yeah, sure. I agree, but I think Dominic is more like it's like a challenge for LSR to grow more. Like he can control it. That's what Dominic thinks.
having a screw in
That's why
your
he doesn't
brain
even,
is
like,
a
wanna get rid
challenge.
Yeah, so he sees that and he's like, oh, if I put on that shit, I would go crazy or die immediately. But he thinks, oh, you know, a flying tiefling with powers of a dragon. Like, I don't know, seems to make sense to him.
Sure. Was the elf king before the cataclysm? He wore the crown and had a pet dragon, or the pet dragon was like the crown, or the power of the crown
Yo.
was like the dragon. Yo.
Yo,
You
I
don't
don't
know.
I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah.
Because if
Present.
I was thinking about whenever Dominic was talking about like Elstar becoming a rule leader, and like how it kind of like makes sense because like the person who united everyone before was like an elf king who had the crown, but like wasn't he also the
No, I know what you're gonna say. No. But it was a long dynasty of like that was just like the last one, as far as I
Yeah.
know. It would be. I mean, it would be very strange if he conquered the world and like also lost it all at the same time. Usually dynasties,
Yeah.
like if they wouldn't even be a nation. The Ovestros wouldn't even have a name. It would like it'd be
Also,
too
like-
freshly conquered.
Also, this is the way elves live for like 750 years. It's like even
Yeah,
if he
that doesn't make
ruled for
sense.
500 years, you know, out of
It's
his
still a
750,
reign of
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
so
true.
many generations of humans.
Yeah.
It will feel like a dynasty, even
Yeah.
if it's been one dude.
exactly.
True, but this dude is the one that probably brought upon the cataclysm to split a country and nation in two. And the people will see like Elisar wielding the same crown and probably, you know, oh, I don't know about that. Yeah. Maybe, I mean,
Yeah,
those
that's
I
exactly
know.
why it's like, well, fuck it, start your own review because they're gonna fucking throw you in there anyways. They're gonna throw you into that game of war.
I'm just saying it's probably going to be kind of hard to rule a nation when people like realize what the
Oh yeah,
fuck
no one
the
said
co-
was
the
gonna say
co-
it's
the
easy.
comparison.
No one's saying that shit's easy. that is by definition like the hardest possible thing I think in the world. I think you could do is conquer to the world essentially.
It's like after fucking Hitler. I don't know how bad this guy is. I'm not trying to equate him to Hitler exactly, but like it is kind of like having a Hitler like run Germany, and then like they love him until like something awful happened, like when he fucking starts World War II, and then like he goes away and
I actually
then,
loved him for that.
and then fucking another guy comes along wearing the same swastika on like a hat. It's like, oh, you know, it's like, oh.
Oh, I mean, true. But if assuming we all die right now, that same scenario is just going to happen for either the King of Ovest or the Queen of Destro.
Yeah,
Like
I
they're 100%
guess.
going to put that shit on.
True.
Can't convince me otherwise.
No, I mean, I'm not saying I don't trust the Osar at like less than fucking 2 random rulers I know literally nothing about except for like what's said about the hand.
That's-
Well, I think a big thing is like, are they even bad rulers though? Because I mean, one thing's replacing them
True.
for the sake of replacing them, but like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like you can't blame like the rebellion in like Star Wars for fighting the Empire because the Empire has actually ass
Yeah.
for
Oh,
like
true. Well,
the average
that's
person,
why I was
you know?
like,
like
I mean,
here's,
obviously,
like, I don't know, Destro doesn't seem too like terrible though. So
True.
it's like starting a war
Okay.
in Destro, you might actually you could be considered like morally also the bad guy.
True.
I think.
It is kind of like.
yeah,
I have
don't
no
know
idea
much
about Ovest
Destro.
though. No idea with Ovest.
I mean, from what
Well,
Dominic said,
I mean,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
Dominic said
ideal.
they're kind of
Yeah,
bad
I mean,
people.
maybe it's justified in Ovest and it won't be morally a bad thing. It's maybe the monarch needs like reforming, like it's like archaic or something, however you would say the word. It's like the Tsarist Russia before the commies took over. You know, it needed to almost fall down because it was so bad.
Mhm.
I guess I thought someone would be from Destro. They'd know Destro lore. I think I didn't know Ovest lore. How did no one know
Hellstar doesn't know. I
Destro
mean,
lore?
he's not even.
Well,
from
yeah,
the-
that's what I'm saying. That's my point. I was like, oh, okay. So when freaking Zach was like, pick Ovest or Destro to start from, I'm like the only one who's like, first off, LaRue is like from the middle of the woods, doesn't know shit about the like the place he's on.
What about the Stole?
Yeah, Elisar is a dragon. Yeah,
knows-
same thing basically. He was a goblin. He
Um,
was just like chilling out in the
We're
woods, just like,
backward
yeah, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go
brothers,
see.
actually.
The only one I can think is Modred. I guess that would know. But I'm like, I know Ovis, but I don't think anyone knows shit about Destro.
I feel like if anyone would know, it would be Modred. Like
I
second
guess.
most,
I don't.
if not the most.
I'm sort of metagaming, but I remember. I think Zach said something about letting me and Modred roll to know something about
Mm-hmm.
Muln. So I was like, okay, I think maybe Modred might be from Ovis.
I just figured
Or, I don't
Modred
know.
knows a lot just because he reads a lot. Like that was a big part of like
That's
his
possible
childhood.
too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, Modred would be the only other person.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
more than likely would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you just hit the nail
Were
on
you
the
ready?
head there.
Sorry.
Well,
did
I was like,
Oh,
here's
shit.
2 countries. And 3 people said,
Yeah.
but what if?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think
Fine.
a big thing though is like, also I did bring up though he's worried about his family. Also like the island itself, in the sense like, because it's also split into 3, so it's like, I don't know, like even if like he wanted, like we all agreed like yes, let's fight everybody. It's like I think
Yeah.
he'd want. I think his, I don't know, he wants to protect his home first, you know, and like I don't know, like why would he like want to like start a war, like literally just 5 of us, like even that's assuming all of us even want to do it, right? And it's
Well,
like,
from what I understood, we go to your place, conquer that. You got a plate. You got a starting shit. You go from there. How does anyone conquer shit? You start with some people. You get some more people. You go take some more land. Take some more land. That's,
Become
that's
a,
how it works. That's how it works.
a band of mercenaries
No.
called maybe the Hawks.
No.
No. No.
Okay, raiding us back in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Over the next couple of days, is there anything you all want to do before the heist?
Yeah. I mean, if no one else is gonna stake out the place of interest, like silently, you know.
Oh, yeah. I think we all would want to like just do a little
Yeah.
stakeout.
Yeah.
All right.
If we know the place, I don't
Um,
know if we know the location yet, or even what we're
don't.
moving.
You don't.
So.
Okay, so we go to Father, I guess, to figure out what we're grabbing, right?
Yep.
I don't really. Okay. Who
Um,
wants to go with?
I'll go with
who wants
you.
to talk about it?
Is that your motor,
just us
Dominic?
two? I think so. I
Also,
guess.
you're staying back at the tavern, right?
Yep,
Or the
you'll,
inn.
I mean, unless like you guys think it's safer for him to stake out with you guys, but
It is out of range.
I mean, a stool could
I
stay with
think- okay.
LSI, right?
Okay, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
he
I
can.
think Elsar's safe to stake out, but we're going to talk to Father first. I think that's the only thing
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys talk to Father, then regroup with LSR and a stool back at the inn, and then we'll all stake out together.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, sounds
Sure.
Sounds
good
good.
to me.
Y'all going to Father? Y'all want to RP this, or do you just want the information?
Just
Prob-
want the
just-
information.
Yeah, probably just the information.
Damn
Alright.
it.
Vel, he greets you, Vel dressed this time, with his red vest and his white shirt.
You can.
He has clothes.
Wow.
And he explains to you that the new recruit they sent to do this job went to the wrong house. So they need to return these things for they anger this noble. That new recruit does not work with Father any longer.
I forgot about that.
Alright.
part.
And he hands over to you a small sack, small bag. It's a pretty much bag folding.
Okay.
Ooh.
He's like, these are the things we need to return. There is a list. Let me copy it for you. He tells you where the house is. He gives you the address. You need to return a jewelry box, some very nice, very old elven wine,
Ooh.
an old book with a red leather cover, a golden key, an old oil painting, a pouch of platinum, and a marble bust of an elven woman.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a bust.
I was dying.
Shit.
I was dying because I was like, that was really on the list.
I knew it was gonna be a bust.
That guy's a
My man.
freak.
Yeah, I mean, ew. Yeah, that guy's a freak. Yuck.
I meant that like in a like a. Never mind.
In a freaky way.
Oops, I put too much there. Look away.
Oh, yep.
I'll just type it. Pretend you didn't
I
see
mean,
that.
We got everything, though, right? Like, we get the idea.
Yep.
Wait. Do we know the house specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
He gives you the address.
Okay. Dominic eyes the bust of the elven woman a little bit and then puts it back.
It's just like, you know, like
She's close.
head up, well,
yeah.
neck up,
Yeah.
It's like
sculpture of.
color.
No, yeah, I wasn't thinking
Yeah.
it was like a full.
Yeah, you heard
Nigga
bust and you were
statue.
fucking. Alright.
Shit, I was down.
You were down horrendously.
Look, you can admire faces too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a well sculpted face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She has great cheekbones, very pointy ears.
sounds great.
Uh,
Why are you saying it like that?
I feel like
do
I'm
you
put
have
on
any
trial. I can't.
Questions for Father?
Shit, she looked bad as fuck. That's there. There, you good?
Alright, yeah, that's good.
No, if we got the place to go and the items we're supposed to return, that's it.
Modred, you good?
But yeah, we have the address. We
Alright.
have the things that we know need to be returned.
Great. With that, you are free to do what you want.
I'm redoing a spell.
We're not supposed to do this on a. Sorry, we're not supposed to do this on a certain day, right? We just have to do this within like 4 days or something like that.
He said on the
Oh,
night,
right.
going to a
Because there's gonna-
ball.
Yes. Okay.
You know what? I messed up. Or I had it right the first time. You would know what I put the first time. Because he tells you where the items need to be returned. Because that's an important part. Yep.
Okay. Oh shit! You really got to go everywhere. Oh, you have to go into the master suite. I assume I'm saying you, Modred, because I assume Modred's gonna be the only one to do this. Probably.
I mean, I might need
Well,
a hand getting
well,
the bust out of the
we're not-
bag.
It's
Yeah,
not
you're.
that heavy, right? It's just a little.
What's it? How heavy is it?
This is like pure
Might be
marble.
heavy for Modred. Modred's not very strong, is he?
No,
Shit.
Modred has an 8 strength.
Yeah, Modred might strong.
Oh shit.
I could
okay.
attempt to help,
Um,
but I'm also not that strong. I'd be better at sneaking in maybe because I could wild
Well,
shape, but
You could wild shape into like a little rat. Wait, like sit on his shoulder, let him like sneak in, and then you like
Oh,
come out just to like do the lifting and then hide again.
yeah.
Ratatouille the heist.
it's true.
I could also.
I'm somewhat decent at stealth.
I can also
No.
enhance ability. Give you a. But probably not that.
Is that a concentration? Can you Can you
Yeah.
concentrate on the spell and wild shape?
Yeah,
Yes.
if I do the spell first and then wild
So
shape. But I'm doing
So, I
pass without
mean-
trace first.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
So I could kind of go with them, yeah.
we could all maybe go.
Maybe.
I think whoever has like the, I think maybe me and Okay, I assume we're talking about like we're all like sitting in
Yeah.
the hotel
Yeah,
lobby
group up.
talking about this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we could like maybe I don't know if Modred even honestly needs the pass without Ace. Honestly, we could probably do this a bit quicker if we just like split up a bit. But I'm also down to if we all
Okay.
just want to go together.
I would appreciate it as a buffer from the stakes.
Yeah, Elsar would like to come, but he doesn't want to like. I guess he'd prefer to wait outside the property and then like almost like fly in if stuff goes wrong, you know.
That's true. You could be our eyes, like, and ears for everything that's happening. Yeah, that's fine. I say
Yeah,
that,
I mean,
that makes
Elsar
sense.
can get into windows anyway, and like the house just by misty stepping, so it's not like he can't get inside quickly too. He just doesn't like want to
And we could say a stool
bring
is
home
like,
like
maybe.
being a criminal, considering
Yes.
where he's like who he is.
Okay,
Maybe
so-
depending on where we go, we have different teams for different floors. Elsar can
No, I
have-
think the. I'm sorry. I think the idea is well, at least, Modred sounds like he wants to be with you at LaRue, correct? And I think the only three that should probably be going are me, you, and Modred. Seems like a stool wants to be outside, like seeing if anyone enters the building, leaving the building, sort of idea. Is anyone? Am I wrong on anyone?
No, that sounds correct.
Okay,
That sounds
so I think the idea is we three go in all together. We all like one by one go through every single place that we have to put shit back, and do it. LaRue is, LaRue's gonna cast his magic to make us more stealthy. Elisar is going to keep a lookout, and with the mind link from Modred, will tell us if anyone's entering the building or if he sees anyone
That's
in the
on
windows
Modred.
moving around.
And then Mojo will have to tell us. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, Modred can give.
And if
talk to
shit
all of
goes
us,
wrong,
so-
Elsar can get inside really quickly. You just have to tell him like approximately where and what floor, and he can like come in through a window.
Yes, and we can also have a stool last resort, be ready to make some really crazy ruckus nearby, so that anybody nearby would like maybe have to come,
Alright.
like to or want to check it out.
Alright, before we do this though, one rule. We cannot kill anyone. If we get royal family fucking like piss at us, I don't know if we should, be killing anyone. And
Yeah, it's exactly why Elsar wants like to not be really a part of this. Can't be
Okay.
no royalty and then be fucking illegal shit.
maybe knocking them
Yeah, that's-
unconscious if they don't see us coming first. But I wouldn't if something's compromised, we fucking book it,
Sure.
You could also
I-
instead just like create a distraction while like other people just sneak in and out quick.
That's what I'm trying to do, but I mean, like, I was gonna use distractions, but a lot of my spells are all concentrations I would use for distractions. So, I can maybe sneak it in
Look.
with Modred, but depending on
Create
what
a bunch
spell.
of monkeys to cause havoc.
That was a thought. I could do that.
I could just, if they're close to finding us out while we're inside, I could because I don't think we're going to be right on top of each other the entire time. Just break off and make noise and give myself up, and then try and escape on my own.
Dominic,
And
I
while
think,
I'm doing that, you guys continue.
I mean, honestly, Dominic, if you only really need to be inside for the bust, I think. Because you're easily the one that
This
can...
thing is like 20 pounds.
I have 10 strength.
How heavy is this? I'm gonna do curls with this thing. How
Alright.
heavy is this, Zach?
I'm doing some research.
Okay, good.
Is it
okay.
marble?
A
let
small
me know
marble
whatever you-
statue may
Marbles
weigh
are
around
a lot
100 to 200
lighter.
pounds.
200, yeah.
That doesn't help me. That's a little too broad. Oh, the British
just-
Museum. This'll
Yeah,
help.
British Museum.
You could
Hey,
also
they're
just
experts in
roll.
stealing things.
You can roll 1d100 and add like that number to the base 100.
That's true. Well, if-
This
how
one
big
weighs
is this?
32 kilograms. How much is that in pounds?
That's pretty big. I think that's like 70 pounds or something. Or close to.
You're
Yeah, that's
almost
70. Wow, I was
at
so right.
70
I was-
and a
oh my
half.
god. Oh my god, I'm so big brain. 70 and a half pounds.
Yeah.
This man's
Yeah,
not
I'm doing
American.
curls with that shit right now. That's true. I'm a spy.
He's a spy. But yeah,
Already
either way.
should have known that.
I mean, you can lift to like double your. I mean, you can up like maximum most people can lift is their own body weight, right? So
Well, you can lift like max. I don't think you could move like at all though if it's like double
Carrying it?
your carrying capacity. You can lift
Yeah.
up to double your carrying capacity, I think, but above your carrying capacity, I don't think you can move like. Or if it's like you have 5-foot movement or something.
You also
maybe.
have to consider lifting it, and like if you have to place it quietly,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
True.
if you're barely lifting it and you got to be quiet, it's gonna be hard to like.
Well, that's what I
and
was
be
saying.
stealthy
Dominic
and
does it
stuff,
because he
too,
could
and not be
easily
quiet.
place it like it's a fucking feather.
Okay. So let's make this a plan. How about this? Same thing. Us three go in. We go immediately first to the bust to put it there, and then and then we continue to do the rest. And if we're close to getting caught, I will like give myself up and cause a scene and run out of the building.
Or I
Pretend
could
to like.
cause a distraction, maybe be a rat and run into like, I don't know, a little like air vent. I don't know if there's gonna be circulation in a fucking mansion, but maybe. I don't know if there's gonna be vents.
Why-
There's no AC.
I don't see how a single rat is gonna cause a huge commotion.
Maybe I could,
I'm
like,
talking about like trying to get literally anyone in the vicinity out and like chasing after me.
maybe if like I knock something over and I'm like a cat or a rat, is like climbing on top of a like a nightstand or something, or I could just like
That
not
takes
be a
one
rat
person to grab
and
it.
and I could just cast a spell to like have a little creature run out,
I think it would have to be a big or medium creature at least.
I can summon
That seems-
small, but I feel like that'd be fine. Small can still be considered like what, 4 foot? No, 3 foot?
I don't know off the top of my head. I have to look.
I can still summon like
I think we're okay with.
a cub bear or something. I don't think you have to give yourself up.
I mean, I'm just saying I would rather you focus on your Pass Without Trace. It seems way more valuable. If that with Modred, I don't even think we're even gonna need. Like, the only one that's gonna get caught is maybe me. That's it. And I think Istul can make a distraction anyways. So I think that's the plan. Just us
Yeah, but can
three.
you get away?
Istul. Can
I
you?
mean-
Yeah, pretty sure.
I mean, maybe. I know you can get
I'm
away.
not
Oh
gonna say
wait,
he's
he
tanky
gets.
as me, but he's.
Can't he fly now? He did that once, I thought, right?
What?
I forget.
Who?
So,
This
Think
A
about-
stool?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
a stool cannot fly.
Okay. I thought he did that at one point. Never mind.
squeeze through like 1 inch diameter shit or something like that.
He squeezes
Yeah.
underneath the door and locks it from the other side.
All right.
I just I think that's the plan.
With the starts of a plan in motion. Yeah, I talked about scoping it out. Are you going to do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you doing it during the day or the night or?
Because we're coming in at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we do it at night.
Yeah, I agree.
Has the day progressed far enough? Like, is it the next day or
It
not?
can if there's nothing else y'all want to do.
You got nothing.
If we decide to go maybe tomorrow night, I could maybe use some of my magic to help scoping out the area.
We could do both. We could do tonight and
I won't be able to.
Tomorrow
I
night.
won't have Pass Without Trace prepared until tomorrow. So I'm trying to say.
yeah. I don't think we're not starting the infiltration.
No,
yet,
but
we're
it would
just-
help, right? If the night before
I
there's
mean, I
some
don't-
other person like weirdly checking out the place and gotta be weird.
I mean, when I say check out, I see like literally just like walking around the building like once, and then like we all are like looking for things that pop out. We talk about that. Think of it like we don't have to like get on top of the roof and like look for an open Rainbow Six Siege window to get it like zip line down inside.
No, I know.
we can just
but
like walk around the building.
it is like a noble's
Yeah.
house, right? So like, I imagine they'd have guards, a gate.
And
if we
that's the
try
kind
to.
of stuff we want to look at. Like, what's
Is it
the game
normal
like?
to? Are they on a street? I'm sorry, I'm just like, are they on like
Yeah.
an open street?
It's a street.
Yeah, okay, I feel fine walking past them.
We're just gonna walk past it down the street.
And there's a bunch of other people doing it, right? It's an open street, right? That street, there's a lot of people.
You haven't been there yet, but you're pretty certain people walk on the streets.
I'm down.
Pretty
If you just
certain.
want to skip tomorrow night, I'm fine. I don't care. We can skip to tomorrow night, I guess.
Up to y'all.
I just think if we
I
ever.
think we can get away with it tonight. Like,
Okay.
it's just an innocent walk on the town.
Sure.
Nothing too
Yeah.
Sure.
weird
I-
about it.
Okay, let's do it then.
And Elisar, are you going with them?
This is the night we're doing it, right? Or is this just like ahead of
Nope.
time scouting?
No, we're
Just
scouting. we're
Scouting out.
I think you should come at least just to, like, even if you're just like, if you're not walking around with us, I think you should at least see the building.
Yeah, I think All-Star would come just because it's gonna be showing up there anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So the house y'all are checking out is in this.
So this right
Oh
here.
gosh, it's too big. It's too big.
This right here.
It's in this
Mhm.
neighborhood right here. No, that's
Shit,
the
they live
castle.
in nice.
Oh, shit.
That's the green circle's the capital. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And this upper ring here is like raised up and kind of nicer than the other parts of town.
Fucking
Okay.
upper class, looking down on the fucking.
Fucking upper.
Yeah, they do look down on them.
Oh
literally
yeah,
above.
quite literally. Quite literally.
Oh, before I forget, did y'all look at the items? Like,
I,
or just
Jewelry box.
take them?
Of the wine. I mean, I saw it. Yeah. Like what you post in general, or like.
Yeah, I meant like, will your characters actually look at them,
Yeah,
or you
Mosher
just
would
kind of
poke through the
accept
bag.
them?
Oh, I think
Okay.
we go through like glance over every single one of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any see, I don't want to just be like, oh, you find this, but like anything you pay close attention to or are curious about.
Yeah, the book.
I mean, honestly, maybe we read the book a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
unless it's looking very fragile.
All right.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those thin
Um,
books.
Book is this like older, not like crumbling, but older. Not crumbling. What did you know this? It's not crumbling because it's been kept in good condition. It's an older book, red leather bound. And as you open it up, Modred, it's in a language I don't think you speak. What languages do you speak? Oh, you do speak this. I'm pretty sure. What language is Modred?
Sorry.
You open the book. I'm not sure you speak the language. What language do you speak?
I speak.
I like the bottom
Common,
left.
Quarry, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, Draconic, and Goblin.
Elvish. It is an Elvish book describing like magical rituals, but best you can tell, it's not actually like a spell book.
It's more like a magic theory book.
Correct.
Okay.
It's also anyone looking at it can give me a history check.
Anyone?
Okay.
I can't read it.
Anyone
I
looking
don't
at
know
it.
Elven.
True. I probably should have thought about that.
Fuck!
I got
That's
that
okay.
one. Let's go.
I got a 4.
Roger, that doesn't pass.
Oh wait, God, your nat 1's the same as my 4. Let's go.
With a 19 Modred. These rituals are pretty old. Dating, similar to the age of the book. But you feel like most of them aren't practiced anymore.
Okay. Would I
Just-
understand the purpose of any of them?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm gonna say disadvantage because you're not a spellcaster. This is actually about casting spells, sort of. Not really.
I really wish I could have kept the other roll. That would have been so
Yeah,
good.
sorry.
Would I have advantage because it's an elven book of ritual magic? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. you
Wait,
can
really?
use it as
Oh, let's go.
advantage. Sure.
I was just fucking with you. Are you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Please. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Roger, you're pretty sure these rituals aren't used anymore. Same with you, LaRue. The rituals described here are old. You're not really familiar with any of them.
Shit.
And the things they describe seem almost impossible to you. Like too grand, too powerful to make sense.
like someone's like this is like the theory crafting of like a nuclear Tesla coil or something, right?
Sure.
It's like some Dyson Sphere project looking thing. It's like, what the fuck is this?
It's
Okay.
It's more like you can follow it, but the things its claims will happen seem outside the realm of possibility.
Where are some of the like solutions? Like what's the outcome supposedly?
There's one spell or one like ritual you kind of again. It's not like not a spell book that lets you cast a spell, but it kind of describes how this would be done. There's one where it's like
immortality or something?
moving like massive amounts of earth. Another one about like draining the sea.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're evil. Drain the sea. I'm sorry. Oh, by the way,
I mean,
real quick, I don't believe LaRue gave you Mojo the money back. Because I think you were gone whenever we took that break. But you get your 16 gold back, Jared.
oh, Jared.
Sorry. I missed a sentence again. I apologize. Distracted.
The 16 gold you gave me, you get it all back.
Okay. Sorry.
How's that? Sorry.
And the climber's kit, I assume, right?
Yeah, and the climber's cut. Yeah.
Ooh, thank you.
I look at the
And-
old oil painting.
Yeah.
Just a glance at it.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, I was like, Zach probably fucking really.
I didn't.
Oh really? Okay.
I didn't paint this one because I didn't have time, but yeah, there it is.
Oh, what kind of crown is that? Do I look over at LSR and see a similar little crown?
I think you too.
Oh,
Oh, shit!
Yeah, that's a cool crown.
that's a cool crown.
It's your crown. That's the crown that's on you.
Is that Sauron?
Is that Sauron?
Maybe.
It might be.
Maybe.
Sauron. Sauron.
Or Anatar, I don't fucking know. Myron.
Well,
He looks like a
maybe we
normal
just
elf,
go
though.
and
What was that, Laura?
He doesn't look like a. He just looks like a normal elf, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
let's check this
Would
place
I be
out.
aware of who he is with knowledge of history?
You can roll me a history check.
Can I actually?
You may.
Or no? Oh, okay. I will use my inspiration because I haven't used it yet.
I don't know.
I
Right?
also want to ask Zorgot, who is he?
It is my...
Oh yeah.
Cheat codes.
Yeah.
Dang.
Press XY up on the thumbstick, down, crouch,
Ding-a-ding-a-ding.
infinite ammo activate.
Modred, you know who this is.
Okay.
Trying to find it in my notes. Zorgot tells you. Even Dombik, you know who this is. I can't find it where it is, but it was the last Elven King. Monthalor, whatever. What I gave too much of a name.
Yeah.
This one.
Gonna like whisper it to Ellis, or like I told you, like.
Yeah, he doesn't look very friendly.
Well, imagine
Yeah,
how
well,
long
I
he had to
think-
stand still to get that painted. Would she be friendly afterwards?
I
Probably
meant more
not.
like, they probably want the crown if they know it. They're going to do whatever. Anyway, let's check this building out.
There you go, Monthalor Air Cell. Great. So, and you're going at nighttime?
Yes.
Are you going like just after sundown or like middle of the night?
Would we know? I'd want to do the time of day whenever they leave for for the ball. Do we know that?
I mean, that's where you're supposed to be going in. You
Yeah.
mean like a
Yeah.
similar time, but
We're
on a
still-
different day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
want to pick like that kind of thing.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
about about 5 in the evening. So still
then I-
light out, but just sun just starting to set.
Yeah. Okay. No. I just realized Modric doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Another concentration spell that I won't have for
Yeah.
Give me 2 more levels, and I
Yeah,
will have
Modred
dark
forgot
vision.
about that too.
It's gonna be a little bit.
It's a good thing someone's going with them at least.
Okay. Either way, I assume we're just gonna. I think one at a time. Maybe we don't all like walk together, or if we do like very separated apart. Walk around the building, maybe.
All right. So it is in a neighborhood, so you can't easily walk around the back of it without
Alerting
being
people.
out of place.
Yeah.
But the mansion the father sent you is one of the central nicest neighborhoods in town. You all don't draw more attention per se, but it's clear to most people that this isn't your neighborhood.
It's fucked up.
But there are other people on the street where this is clearly not their neighborhood either. The house itself is made of white stone with large, ornate columns and wrought iron fences surrounding the perimeter.
It's the White House.
There's... I didn't think about that. There's a guardhouse on the east corner of the lot.
Shit.
Connected via a breezeway to a carriage house. And that makes a courtyard in the center of the lot
It is the fucking. Wait.
The courtyard is well groomed, manicured, and landscaped. In the center is a very large fountain. The front of the house faces the street, and there is a balcony above the front door.
How high up is that balcony?
It's on the second floor, so like 12 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet up.
Did Motrin use this like thing so we can all talk to each other in our minds?
Oh yeah, I'll use another use of that real quick. We have it for 8 hours.
I'm going to like, I guess mind link like, oh, fuck, this feels weird. I can cause a distraction if you guys want to go in the back and look around.
I think we're good for now. If we can get to the street behind the houses, can we see the back, or is there just other houses to look at?
There's
I think the
other houses.
Sorry.
It's a neighborhood.
Okay.
I thought the idea was that we were
How you
gonna
have it
be-
looks like it's one building wide, so I was just checking.
It's just the
But we can't get
representation.
behind. We can't get behind though. That's the point. Like without like it being obvious to people that we're going behind these houses, right?
Correct. It's
That's
also
why
like a kind of a narrow house that's longer than it is wide. This is the house I referenced.
I think you what?
I put what I was referencing in the chat, but it's
Oh,
kinda
There is
oh,
no
one's
fountain in
dark.
that one.
I
How
know.
dare you?
The worst.
Look, okay, I'm gonna say just I'll cause a distraction. Just go and check out the back.
Okay. I apologize. BRB have to wake Dad up.
Oh,
Do we want to wait or?
yeah, he'll be right back. He didn't tell me to wake him up.
Ooh,
favorite
you're in
son,
trouble.
It's my job. I do it every day. Like, what did I do?
Trouble.
Damn, replaced.
I know.
I could. Sorry. I already got my idea of what I'm gonna do to make a distraction.
I'm hoping nothing goes wrong, so LSR can
Surely nothing will go wrong.
not have to do anything.
Well, I'm only doing. I'm gonna say that, and you guys all get back. Obviously, get away from me whenever I make this distraction. So you have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I mean, having a pass without a trace is really nice, but also, like, if I'm not a person, I'm not gonna look too out of place. I'll just look like a passed vermin, you know, and not like someone trying to steal. But and if I need to, I can just wild shape before I wild shape, cast like conjure familiar.
I think
or
the
something.
only people that blend in are like nobles. They wear high, expensive clothing. I don't think any of us have that kind of nice of clothing.
And even if we had nice
We are all
clothing, I
wearing-
don't think we're gonna fit in. Maybe
You might have if
Madrid.
you had it on.
Maybe if LaRue wasn't green, maybe.
I can
But,
still see you definitely.
Are there any? I mean, also he's an elf, not a whole lot of. I mean, are there a lot of elves around here?
There are.
There are. Okay, maybe.
There's still like a common race. It's just historically known there used to be more of them. They left.
No, it's only
People
those
aren't sure
snooty
why.
reach ones.
Yeah, the ones that are left either think that they're better than others or that they need to like reconnect with their ancestors that went
Got it.
somewhere.
Got it. The racist. Got it.
No.
No. That's
They're just
D&D's
better,
lore.
okay?
They're just better. Yep, that sounds right.
Unlike Dazzler.
Yeah, those sound
Get ready to
so much different.
I'm gonna shoulder bump some motherfucker.
Hey, what? They're gonna see a fucking.
What's your problem? Watch where you're
Lycanthrope.
going, asshole.
They're just gonna see a werewolf now. What? Oh! I'm still surprised more people aren't freaked out by you being a lycanthrope.
I think they are. They're just. What's the point of saying shit to a guy? Who's
Yeah, you're
AC
just
calling him a
calm.
werewolf?
Yeah.
I think also a thing is a common thing with lycanthropes is like they're snarling and aggressive, like they're hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing someone like standing
Hey,
chill, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Even if like
True.
they look like a big wolf. Because half the fear of lycanthropes is like they're going to fucking maul you on sight or something, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's like the entirety of the almost that's fear.
Yeah.
Like if they
Like,
didn't, if they weren't known for like attacking and randomly harming people,
Yeah, they'd
they
just be
wouldn't feared.
furries. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna
Chris
shoulder bump a
back.
guy.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna
Alright.
shoulder bump me.
No, I'll shoulder bump a guy and say like, "Hey, watch where you're walking."
It's like this kind of well-dressed gentleman, and he like picks himself. He's like, "No, you watch where." Never.
You got a problem?
No.
I'm thinking in my head while it's like, go, like,
Yeah.
go.
Modred legs it and like clears the fence in a jump to get behind.
You're jumping the fence.
Well,
Yeah.
we're just walking behind. I think you're just walking
Okay.
behind. There's no. Is it? Okay, I don't know.
Modred's
You could
up
do
for
this
some-
without going in the fence line if you're just trying to look at the house.
Yeah, Modred's bold. Let's jump the fence.
Okay.
Okay.
You give me an acrobatics check.
Face plants and alerts the guards. He steps in an alarm right when it goes.
Can
through.
I want to say that I'm like getting like kind of physical with this guy. As soon as I see fucking Modred jump a fence, I'm like shove him lightly. Like, what's your fucking problem, man?
Another thing, I'm
You
sorry.
think your Nova's too good for me, huh?
No. I
Do shit
didn't,
like
I didn't see you there.
Oh yeah, maybe I need to check my freaking money, huh? That's how you nobles stay in power. You take poor people's money.
What? No, I'm gonna go.
That was perfect time to plot. You're not going anywhere, man. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that
wait.
was the
I'm gonna
plot?
make
I
sure I
thought-
count. Oh, yeah, that was the part. I'm gonna count all my
Zach was
money
just
before
gonna
you
do
go,
that.
buddy.
Right.
I start counting my money really
You
slowly,
definitely
like
you see two bugbears peek out from the guardhouse.
Two bugbears.
They're watching.
Bugbears,
whatever
oh,
this
shit.
is.
okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm just
Okay,
just gonna.
Roger, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead, Dominic.
No, I'm just keeping this. I'm just keeping this up. That's all I was gonna say.
Elsar and LaRue, where are y'all going?
I mean, as soon as Modred jumps the fence, like who just looks at Elsa and just like, oh.
Elsar's going to be like, Are you coming? If you want to turn into something, I can take you with me, but I'm probably going to perch up somewhere high and just kind of keep watch, fly around.
And before anything, before LaRue responds to Elsar in his mind, Modred set up a mind link, right?
Yes, I did.
Modred, what are you doing? Don't go in the fence. Where they spot you? It's broad daylight.
You can tell Modred is back in that like confident mindset when he was breaking into the homes of rich people back in his hometown.
And how can they tell that?
Like, just how he's walking and how he's running. He goes, "Oh, it'll be fine. These guards are slow. I'll just clear the fence and be gone before they get over it again."
Okay.
Besides, they're not looking for Modred. They're looking for generic Elven Man 36.
He's lost it.
32 gold. 33 gold.
Emodir, what are you doing?
So yeah, as I land to the other side, as soon as there's like no line of sight, I'll use my cloak to change my appearance to an Elven man.
Okay. So be away from the guardhouse. We'll be on the west side of the house.
Okay.
There are windows on the house.
Okay, what do I see as I clear the fence?
What do you mean?
Like as I I can see into the windows, I presume, right?
If you want to stick your head in the window, yes.
No, I can see through the windows, right? They are not one-way glass.
Like I said, if you lined yourself up with the window, you have now jumped a fence to look through, yes.
I should be able to see something as I'm jumping over, correct? Without putting myself in excess risk.
Are you trying to look through the window, or are you running by?
I'm trying to take a glance as I keep moving.
He's saying
Yeah,
that
work
you
with
can't.
me here.
You saying you can't like peer into it because you're at like an angle. You would have to like go into the
Yeah.
way where you not only would you be visible, like not only would you be able to see through the window, but people in the window could see to you.
Okay,
Exactly.
I wasn't picking up though. My bad. Okay. So yeah, I'll just try to remain hidden.
Okay, give me a stealth check if you're trying to hide. Alright.
Is that good enough?
It is.
Okay.
You're over the fence. You're against the building. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for easy ways into the building, easy ways out, obvious flaws in whatever security they have set up.
Yeah, you gotta tell me more than that. Like, I can't just be like, oh, they don't walk around this side. You gotta, you know.
Okay, does it look like the locks in the house are well maintained? Do they look like they lock every door as they go in and out?
Okay, calm down. Are you going to
Sorry.
go and check every lock at this house that you have now jumped a fence to get
I'm
to?
gonna look at them and try to observe from a distance. I'm not gonna go up and like turn knobs or stick picks in.
Okay, how do you wish to assess the lock?
Well, okay, I'm gonna make an assumption it's a warded lock because that would be historically accurate. You can usually see a lot of the locking mechanism within them, so I should just be able to kind of look.
Okay, well, you don't see any locking mechanisms. Are you going to a door?
Yeah, I'm gonna like walk by
There's a
them.
front door and a back door.
This is just two doors. Okay, thank you. No side door.
Front door to back door.
Okay. Are there additional balconies on the side of the house?
No, but there's one on the back of the house.
Okay. Any easily scalable plant matter close to the house?
No.
Is there a trellis or is there a small tree?
Shrubs and bushes are well maintained and none of them are very high.
Okay, no vines creeping against the walls that one could feasibly hoist themselves up on.
No.
Any out of place brick to hang on like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, there's this perfectly aligned brick.
Oh wait, is it a brick house? We gotta know now. Assumed
No,
it
it's a
was.
stone house.
Oh, shit.
Like stone and stucco.
Is the stone wall smooth?
Yes.
Is it red?
Is there anything I can get purchased with my climbing kit on?
Like to stick a python in?
Like to throw the rope part up, get it to grab, is that scale the side?
I mean, that's up to you. There's a balcony, there's windows, there's a roof.
Okay, on the roof, like for example, are there little like, is there a decorative pattern or something on the roof where there's like a little pillar, a gap in the pillar? You could easily get a hook or a python in between to get some light.
Not that you can see from the ground.
Okay. Is the guard path like if the guards patrolled so much the path is well worn and I can see how they maneuver?
No.
Okay.
But you don't have very long, or I would imagine you do not have very long
Yeah,
to be looking at a house.
Yeah.
So you're
I'd be
either
tr-
like trying to get in, or you're just looking and going.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Gotta clear the fence again and vanish.
Okay, give me another acrobatics check.
How are the guards looking right now? Are they still looking at Dominic?
Yeah, they're kind of enjoying the show, laughing to themselves.
You're being a
this
fucking
noble,
prick.
This noble is like losing it. About to cry. He's not sure what to do.
Is there anyone that like Luru can see from like that maybe could like observe what the fuck is going on here and maybe see Modred go in like that from this angle?
Give me a perception check, please.
He's like fucking paranoid now.
Guy's gonna piss his
17.
pants.
Yeah, you see the two guards at the guardhouse, and you see a curtain on the front, like most eastward window of the house kind of move. You didn't see who was behind it, but somebody looked out of it at some point. You kind of catch it as the curtain, like swings back into place.
Modred! Like he'll call out to the mind link. There's someone in the window. Get down!
Okay, when I go back over the fence, I'd make sure it's from an angle they cannot see.
They're in the front eastern window. Watch out.
Okay, I'm on the western side of the house.
Was it west or east? Sorry, my bad.
Yes.
I might have said that wrong. Oh.
You want to fucking fight, man? You want to fucking fight? Put your fist up. Put your fist up.
Here, just take it.
Just
He holds out like 5 platinum.
oh!
I'm gonna grab them and be like, I'm now I'm inspecting it.
I knew it. I knew you took it.
I knew you took it.
He's like trying to like crab walk back to get away from me, but he's not making much progress.
Hey, hold on.
He's
Hey,
like
you're not
too
moving a inch.
terrified to just go.
Yeah. I'm gonna do like a bunch of tests that don't even make so I'm gonna like smell the platinum. I'm slowly count the 5 platinum. I'm gonna bite each one of the platinums to make sure it's like a real one.
You're gonna eat it. It's
That's
like
a
if this
little confused.
if this doesn't digest, you're fucked.
Oh, you're looking at me like I'm stupid because I can't count as fast as you? Huh? Not everyone gets a good education like you, buddy.
Why did he become soprano? Why did he become fucking?
It just
He's
came out
kinda
my
looking
Italian.
over,
Yeah.
looking around, like trying to find help, but like not screaming for help.
Everyone's like looking with, and then they make eye contact with them and look away like, oh god, I don't want to help you.
Don't look. Don't look.
Don't look.
Yeah, people are like crossing the street to pass by because they don't want to walk on your side of the street.
I do the same thing, honestly.
That would be so funny.
With the 24 motor, you jump back over the fence.
Okay.
The street, I assume.
To like the side alley or something, like not as obvious.
You'd be jumping into like the next house over. Like the next lot over.
Okay, yeah, Modred's fine with that. He'll just keep hopping fences till he gets free.
Modred, roll me an intelligence check.
You want to do that one?
Modred, you know there could be any number of threats in any of these houses you're trying to jump a fence over.
They probably have
Or
guards
any
in those
fence
houses.
You're trying to, yes, like most of these houses have guards. Some have guard dogs.
Okay, then he'll clear to a safe spot on the first one where he won't be seen, instead of jumping to another house.
Alright. With that, you're all back on the street. Dominic is still bullying this poor noble.
Modred's gonna walk up to him, to the noble, as himself. Sir, what
Were
seems to
you
be the
not
problem?
yourself?
As I said when I jumped the fence, I used my cloak
He
of
was an elf.
disguise.
Yeah.
So did you
When you said I
drop
didn't
it?
catch that.
Yeah, I guess he does. I assume. He
Yeah,
drops
so he
it.
comes back as himself and he walks over. Sir, what seems to be the matter?
This
Who are you
prick.
addressing?
I think he's
The
himself.
noble.
Oh.
Addressing the noble?
Mhm.
Nothing's the matter. Right?
I look between the two, and I like put the 5 platinum away and be like, yeah, all right, fine. Next time, don't bump into me though, all right, man. And then I walk.
Alright.
Then I
Does
walk.
he have any
I walk.
valuable rings on?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He does.
Okay. I had to think about it for a second. I'm not gonna do that.
Dom was gonna say
sure,
disperse,
Mildred?
meet back at the hotel.
Yeah.
That's what Dom was gonna say in the mind.
Mildred, you sure you don't want to steal some rings?
You sure, Mildred? Look at the
Just smell.
shiny rings.
Okay, Modri's gonna try to yoink a ring.
Oh my god.
Y'all talked me into it.
How are you doing?
You talked
this?
yourself into it.
Is he like?
Wait, that wasn't much
he's gonna give him a
convincing.
pat on the back and try to help guide him away from Dominic and his anger, and he's
Uh-huh.
just gonna try to use some classic pickpocketing.
Uh-huh. But it's on his finger.
Hmm?
But you're pickpocketing?
Well, the method is still pickpocketing, whether it is on the finger, the wrist, or the pocket.
Okay. How are you going about doing this?
Let me show you a magic trick.
I'm so magic.
I just kind of
See his watch? I could take this watch anytime I
shakes his
want.
hand, gets his name, gives him a false name.
His name is, Toucan.
Tugan?
Toucan.
Toucan, the bird.
Yep. No, not like a bird.
Toucan. That's
Toucan.
toucan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I went T-U-C-E-N. I got that
I
wrong
don't
several
know.
times.
I made it up.
Okay.
Move along.
Zeus himself shakes his hand and just slides a ring off in the process.
Alright.
Does that pass?
It does.
Okay. I yoink a
You
ring.
just stole a ring off a random man.
And after we get a couple of blocks, turn and go back home.
Alright.
That was rather easy.
That was fucking scary.
I got 50 gold on this.
Yeah.
I should go and be addictive. I should go to nobles all the time.
Yeah, we'll call the session there.
Okay.